Hey folks, yes, I'm back in Estes. Good to be up here in the Rockies, up there where I can get some cherry cider. You know, it's beautiful up here. Everything's green. So are the tourists, they're kind of green. Anyway, bringing you the latest review, which is so cool. I've been waiting for this for months. It's the GMC 1500 AT4X. X for extra. And I'm telling you later in the video where Izzy is. She would love to be up here because it has massaging seats and a lot of power. And we're pulling 8,200 pounds. It's rated at 9,000 because it's a 2-inch lift and it's an off-road vehicle and heavy stuff going on there. But this has those multimatic shocks all the way around. They have 3 spooling valves, so it automatically corrects to how fast the piston's moving. It knows something's going on, so it regulates all that with the hydraulic orifices and all that fun stuff. This 10-speed 6.2 V8, one of my favorite engines, and we've got 420 horsepower and 460 torque. We're pulling my Jeep and my trailer, and we're having fun flying up and down the mountains. But anywho, quite a truck, love it. And we're going back and about ready to go back down the mountain. I forgot my notes. Twice in my life I forgot my notes. So I will add all that stuff, give you all information, because there's a lot of details about this truck. It is just so cool. But anyhow, I hope you watch this video, enjoy it, and we'll get you all those facts and figures. And next week will be Izzy with the new Toyota Tundra. So we keep moving right along here, towing trailers with everything we find, and I love it up here. And look, it's just very light breeze. Now, this is really getting to be an unusual thing for Estes. It's usually high winds like we're used to in Colorado now. I guess it's a normal thing. Hopefully it becomes unnormal soon. But yes, having fun, and I love this truck. It's one of the most popular videos I do is with the AT4. Well, now the AT4X should be great. People are going to love it. It's cool, and you can buy them now. It took a long time to get this one out. And this is the real 2022, not the fake 22. That was just a 21. But yes. Oh, did I show you the tow hooks in the front? Isn't that cool? So come join us for the review.
Don't go away, MrTruck.tv will be right back.
Well, oh, yeah, at least I got my false teeth in. I thought I forgot everything today. It's one of those days, Now, yes, it's just me this time, and I'll give you the reason here in a minute. I'm driving through Lyons, actually going through Estes this time, because Izzy couldn't be with me. And this is the route I used to always take with Kelsey, because it was close to where she lived. And the same thing now with Lizzie, we go do the north routes because that's closer to where she lives. So, but the reason Izzy couldn't join us today was me. And you might say, what did you do now, Mr. Truck? But no, it's not my fault either. Last week I got COVID. You know, I've had I talk about this stuff all the time. I've had all 3 shots, done videos on, you know, getting a shot and all that, and I believe in. And then my family got it. Of course, they don't know what it was. We now know what it was. And I'm always the last in the family to get it. So I've had, my youngest daughter's family have it. My youngest son's family have it. And I guess it was my turn. But the thing about having those 3 vaccines, when I got it, I didn't die. That's one good reason. 2, I didn't have to go to the hospital. That's 2 good reasons. And it actually affected me like 3 days, and now it's basically over. The doctor said I'm not going to change this today, but I want to do an extra day because I sure don't want to give this to Izzy. That'd be horrible. So we agreed that she would stay home, and she'll be right on track. The next truck we get, which is tomorrow, is the Toyota Tundra 2022. So she'll be there for that, and then after that I get the 2022 Tacoma, and then a Infiniti QX80, I think it is. So we got plenty of vehicles coming, and Izzy be for all those. Just this one, I didn't think it was safe for her to be next to me, and we didn't, we have to both wear masks to even have any protection. So we're not doing that because I know how you guys get all irritated. But anyway, this is how we are. We're here. We're heading up toward Estes. Just went through Lyons and all their construction. Having trouble getting all the cameras figured out. And then, of course, I forgot my notes again. I tell you, it's bad to get old. That's only twice in my life that I forgot my notes. So, excuse me, I'm going to just have to try to remember it all. Be a good brain exercise for me. But on the intro, because I might as well tell you now, because I'll tell you about the intro, about the power this has. This is the truck I've been waiting for. The GMC AT4s are one of my most popular videos. And this is the AT4X, which is like the ZR2 Chevy. It's got all that, front and rear lockers, the multiplex, whatever they are, 3-spool shocks that all self-adjust. And it's 2-inch lift. It's got all kinds of things. It's got, big screen. It's got everything. So it's also got the bigger grille and quite a bit of difference in the interior. We'll go over all of that. But, we've been waiting for this for months. Because, I saw the VIN number on it, and then it took a while to get built. So, Dave at the media place got me this truck, and I'm so tickled, and waited and waited. And of course, it's the 6.2, and I'm going to complain about the fuel anyway, and a 10-speed. But that's what all these bigger engines, most popular engines, like the Ford EcoBoost, like Nissan's 5.6 now, and of course the 6.2, they want you to run premium, especially with a trailer and especially when it's hot. So here we are pulling a trailer, and this truck is rated at 9,000 pounds, which surprised me, but it is lifted. That's part of the problem. It is heavy. It's got a lot of accessories on here. It's got massaging seats. I'm so excited. Well, let me finish the COVID story before I forget, because that's what I do. I forget. So I went to the doctor the next day. As soon as I get into the doctor, and I thought it was bronchitis. So they swab your nose, stick that stupid swab clear up into your brain. But anyway, and then found out I had COVID. And it's the Delta COVID, which is not as bad as some of those are. So I was grateful for that. Grateful I didn't die. Grateful of all that stuff. So now I've got it, which means I'm almost like triple protected. We'll see how this works out. But they gave me that super pill, the new one. That's, for a while there, the best thing they could do was to give you that blood from somebody who got COVID and got over it. And that's what, the former President Donald Trump got. And that was the big thing you could do if it's right away. Well, now they got this pill, so you can take this pill outpatient, but you got to be, you got to have some problems like, I've got the type 2 diabetes, and I've got high blood pressure and all that stuff. So I qualified. So they gave me that. I got to take 6 of these horse pills every day for 5 days, and I'm only contagious for that 5 days. But it was interesting. And I was glad it all worked out, because it all started with a cough. You know, I guess it's really weird. Now, this is what you got to remember. If you get like a flu symptoms or a hard cough, I mean, it could be COVID. Nobody knows. They're so close together. So if you get sick like that, don't screw around. Go get tested so that they know exactly how to treat you and get you over right quick. If you qualify for this super pill thing, then you're better off. But anyway, so that's how that goes. I haven't been this in a long time. I see the traffic's not any more polite. There's still a bunch of tourists trying to run over me. Don't understand I have a trailer. I can't go flying around. But anyway, I said this lane ended. What's up with that? But I'm going to go to Estes. I hope it's not blowing, because it's never done that now for, what, 2 years? The wind blows every day in Estes. So that's our mission. And we're going to pull, 8,200 pounds. And I'm just really, I'm not that big, but I mean, so you think that gives me 800 pounds left over past the tongue weight on this, but it doesn't. And I'll go over all those numbers with you too, the payload. I know the towing capacity is 9,000. But anyway, should be some great video come off of this, off of our side cameras of all the beautiful mountains, the green scenery, the river, and all the tourists crowding my highway. Well, it must be up a little bit. I'm using some more RPMs. This is a great truck for trailering, a lot of power. Of course, that means it sucks fuel. I'm getting 9.7 miles to the gallon right now, going up the mountain. But that fuel thing, that really irritates me, that I got to burn premium, because premium is, what is that, 50 cents more? It's some ridiculous number. So it costs you a fortune to drive these trucks. It's almost as bad as diesel, but not quite. Diesel's way up there, over 5. I paid right under 5 for the premium fuel for this puppy. I've got my trailer lights on, so in case the plug comes undone, I can see what's happening. Also, breaking news, because I know you guys are concerned about me. It's good to be concerned about, I guess. But I did that video about how I need to lose weight before I die, before I get into my 70s. So I had 3 options in the video I did about either having my stomach chopped in half and all that fun stuff, or going to Jenny Craig, Jenny Craig, or get disciplined and make a diet and control my serving size. And mostly what's working is I'm doing like you folks suggested, that Ken Berry, I think is his name, Dr. Berry, and he believes in no carbohydrates and no sugar. So that's what I'm trying to do. And the fasting thing, I haven't had a chance to do that yet. But just this year alone, this is going into the 6 months, I guess we got 5 months complete, I've lost 33 pounds. And that tickles me to death. You hit plateaus high and low, and this is why you got to keep working at it. So what I'll do is every time I don't lose anything, I'll adjust my eats, my food, and I was doing dark chocolates. That's supposed to be good for you, but it's pure sugar. I cut that out. So every time I find some chink in my armor, I adjust my meals that way. When I do have to eat on the road, I eat salads, which is good. I know truckers that lost money just by eating salads. And so, but it's working. So I'm going to be patient. I'm going to get it to where next time maybe I'll be at 60 pounds. But I really need to get closer to 200 and 300 pounds. So that's my goal. But anyway, that's all that breaking news. But yeah, it's beautiful up here in the mountains, and I want to tell you all about this. But it's got paddle shifters, for crying out loud. This is so cool. And I'm going to show you the brake controllers back here now on the console. It's a little different. AT4X, you gotta love it. Look at that giant Bose speaker. Holy cow. They got all this white piping everywhere along the end of the stitching. It's just too cool. Of course, they got AT4 badging on the seats, but look at the white piping on the outside trim. It's just awesome. And there you go. Look at all the circuitry there. It's got a square push button start, which is kind of what's rectangle. And of course, there's the paddle shifter. So you can manually shift this puppy. But one complaint too, well, about the fourth complaint. I love this truck, but see, that's my tire pressure monitoring from Tucson. And it's 12-volt plug-in. There is no 12-volt plug-in this whole thing. There's UPS all over the place. There's UPS in the console. And it's got plenty of storage, a nice little tray. And there's a place to charge your phone. I like that. And then, of course, UPS. And then the 115-volt outlets. Those are all around. But no 12-volt. So I guess I'll have to adapt this to UPS or Universal Serial Bus. That thing. But yeah. Yeah, I like these seats. Massaging seats. Oh, man. I love massaging seats. Let me show you some of this other stuff in here. Here's this brake control I was talking about. I mean, it's usually up here in the dash. I see a blank spot there. And I don't mind it there. I mean, you can reach it pretty fast, which is the whole idea. And it's isolated. Your plus and minus on your gain. But there, oh yeah, look at that. See those buttons there? Front and rear locker buttons. None of that slipping of the clutch. Of course, this has all the normal cool stuff. Push button, drop the tailgate thing. And this one doesn't have a plug. So when you're plugged into a trailer, you won't let it drop. So I guess I just seen them on heavy duties. I thought they had them on these 1500s. But anyway, oh, cool seats, cool heats. Let's see, let me start this puppy up. Pushing this weird button. And look at that giant screen. Oh, it's a gigantic screen. If I can even get it all in one video here. Where's it? Oh, there we go. Look how big that is. And you have all these multi-things going on at once. A little tiny volume button, well, that's okay. Big button where you need them with the temperature controls and all these toggle switches. Just enough chrome. It's just a gorgeous truck all the way around. Now, see on this side. Now, I like this too. They had all these modes, and they were down here for whichever thing it was. Anyway, it was confusing, but there's tow haul mode now, just one button by itself. Then there's the modes. Let me show you those. Get this thing figured out. There it's showing my average fuel mileage right now on top of the mountain, 7.9, which is about how it works. My highest end was 21.4. I think this is rated 18 on the highway. But the gauge layout's nice. Let's see. I'm going to flip on the old mode button here. Let's see what we can see. There's off-road. You got 3 settings there. There's all one. That's not either. There's all terrain. They want you to go to 4-wheel drive for terrain mode. Yeah, I guess that's what that is. The normal. I guess I got to go back. Drive mode. Huh. Terrain was off-road? Yeah, there's off-road. Back one's normal. And then it's terrain. Off-road. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's simpler, and I sure like the tow haul mode. And that is good. It's good. Finally getting used to little toggle switches. They drive me nuts, but I'm used to them now. But here's an interesting thing about this shifter. Now, you can see it's almost T-shaped. It's got a button here, and then it's got a park button. So instead of shoving it forward or anywhere else, you push the button. It drives me nuts. Anyway, so you put your brake on there, you push this thumb button, and then you can put it back one and drive. You can do, let's see, what can you do? If I want to go over here, do I do it again? Yep. Pull it back one more time. Now you're in low. Now you're you can manually shift with the paddle shifters. I think that's how it's designed. Get you in focus. And then to go forward, push the thumb button and you slide forward. Now we're in reverse. And then all the cool cameras come on so you can see what's going on there. Yeah, they've got so many good, these are really great cameras for hooking up trailers. And I've used them all. And there's the bed. And let's see, here's more stuff about the trailer. If you put the cameras on the trailer, they're plugged into the truck, and then you got all that extra stuff. Let's see, let's go over here in the mirrors. Oh, look at that. Shows you way down one side, and you know I'm jackknifed a bit. And then let's see what else I can do here. Come on, you gotta keep, oh, yeah, those trailer cameras aren't on, that's why it's being finicky. So let's see if there's anything else to look at here. Well, there we go. Let's see what this one is. That's way up there, seeing where your trailer's at. See if you're jackknifing, hitting something. And let's see what's this one do. Yep, there's just the backup one. And then this here, it shows you what's going on. Wow, it shows you what's going on with the back tires. Huh. Of course, there's straight on top of the hitch, makes it much easier. Could be a little further away, but it's in the tailgate, so you can, sometimes the ball disappears behind the hitch. But anywho, that's that. So, and it's pretty good picture too, just like it is the backup or the camera picture. They're very clear. This is what you want. But yeah, this is, I like the layout of it. It is different. A new big grill. There's only one thing that's a little weird, is right below the where the hood is. It's got kind of a doll looking finish there, which nobody quite understands. See, we'll put it in park by pushing this magic button. And there you go, you hear all the noise, jumps in park, and I can shut it off with this weird button. Show you some of the outside stuff. Yeah, look at those tires. Big sipes, look at the big gaps. All terrain, this is an old mud tire, which really makes a difference. It's ready to clean out a little better from the mud, so it's got bigger lug holes. Nice looking wheel. Of course, I love the corner step. This has that multi-functional tailgate too, which I don't think I can show you because of the jack. But it's got the bed liner. I love this color. Without my notes, I can't tell you. Oh, there's that rock rail. I hate this thing. You can unbolt it, so I guess put it back on when you're going up the rocks and trail riding. But you see how it is? Look at that. It's triangular top. You can't stand on it. You can, but you can slip and slide. I don't like that. But they didn't ask me. Yes, indeed. 6.2, all the badging for the AT4X because it's special. Look at that big grill. It's got a monster grill. Goes around the corners. Can't even be flat because it's so big. Of course, the cool headlights. This is the part I'm talking about. See right there? Ruben, the guy I've been wrenching with, Ruben, my mechanic, he noticed that and he didn't like the color of this. It's kind of a dull gray. Of course, it matches the bars. I think it matches, but he wanted it a brighter glossy black. I don't know. But anywho, yes, it has vents in the corners. I'm not sure if they really cool anything off or make you more aerodynamic, but it's just something to look at. So yeah, it's a good looking truck. Get to my notes, I'll tell you all about the color.